James had always lived on the edge, seeking adventure in every corner of his life. At 30, he was a rugged man with piercing blue eyes that held a hint of a troubled past. His life had been a roller coaster, fueled by adrenaline and danger. He had thrived as a freelance photographer, traveling to war zones and conflict-ridden countries, capturing moments that spoke louder than words. One rainy evening, an email popped into his inbox. A photojournalist friend, Haley, was missing in a remote, war-torn region in the Middle East. The message was brief, but the urgency was palpable. She had been investigating a secret arms deal, and the last message she sent was a desperate plea for help. Without a second thought, James packed his camera, a backpack filled with essentials, and boarded a flight to the heart of turmoil. The days that followed were a blur of interviews with contacts, dangerous covert missions, and life-threatening close calls. He navigated the chaotic streets, dodging bullets and bombs, determined to find Haley and unearth the truth behind the arms deal. As the sun set on a particularly ominous day, James finally located Haley's last known whereabouts, an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The rain had intensified, turning the landscape into a muddy battlefield. James cautiously approached the warehouse, feeling his heart pound in his chest. Inside, he found Haley, beaten and bruised, but alive. Relief washed over him as he rushed to her side. They embraced, their moment of triumph tinged with the exhaustion of the relentless struggle. But as they attempted to escape the warehouse, the room suddenly lit up with gunfire. An ambush. Bullets whizzed through the air, and James and Haley were trapped. In a desperate last stand, they returned fire, fighting fiercely to survive. The battle raged on for what felt like an eternity. James and Haley's resilience was remarkable, but the odds were stacked against them. A well-placed bullet struck Haley, and she fell to the cold, unforgiving ground. Her eyes met James, filled with gratitude and sorrow, as she whispered her final words. "Find the truth, James. Tell the world." With tears in his eyes, James fought on, taking down their attackers and narrowly escaping with his life. He fulfilled his promise to Haley, uncovering the arms deal and revealing the corrupt forces behind it. His photographs told a harrowing story, and the truth was exposed to the world. But for James, the victory felt hollow. He had lost a dear friend, and the relentless pursuit of justice had cost him more than he could bear. As he sat alone, staring at the photographs that had brought down the corrupt empire, he couldn't help but wonder if the price of truth was too high. The sadness in his heart was overwhelming, and he knew that the scars of this mission would haunt him for the rest of his days.